Hi, I'm Don Strollo, here to tell you about the Keystone Impact Toy Hauler. This is one of the most exciting web videos I could possibly do because we recently put this unit on sale and it comes with so many features, you're going to save at least $20,000 to the next closest competitor with even anything near these features. First, to start out, the very front of the unit, one-piece fiberglass cap. Gives it a much more high-end look. As well, it also has integrated LED lights on both sides, as well as the top. Makes it real easy for you to hook up your truck. Additionally, Jeremy, I'd like you to get a shot of this here. The Keystone Impact Toy Hauler comes with what's called the Blizzard package. The unit is equipped with extra insulation in both the front and rear cap. They heat the underbelly, they heat the attic, heat and cool the attic. Additionally, the unit has R31 insulation in the roof, R9 in the sidewalls, R31 on the floor, and R24 in the slide-out floors. Most manufacturers never even insulate their slide-out floors. That's a big deal when you're going to go through all sorts of different weather with your toy hauler. Also, we'll get a picture up here of the generator. This particular unit that we have on special comes with a 5,500 watt Onan generator. This is a gasoline-powered generator. Most units for this price, you're going to have to pay $4 or $5 grand more to get a generator. With this unit at our sale special, you're going to get the 5,500 watt Onan brand gas generator. That's a huge feature. Also, you have, of course, front power landing gear on both sides with snap-up brackets. As we kind of look down the side, you're going to see the high gloss gel coat laminated exterior. Most toy hauler fifth wheels for this price are not going to have a high gloss or gel coated exterior. You're going to get that with the Keystone Impact. Notice the huge compartment doors. They're on gas struts, so it's super easy to go up and down. Tons of storage. You have a wet bin here. It's called a wet bin. You can spray it out. You can put things in there. It's going to drain out. You're not going to have to worry about anything getting ruined. That's going to be in there because it'll drain water right out. Also, notice how nice and clean it is inside there. There's so much space. There's nothing really obstructing any storage or any types of big bulky items you might want to put inside the toy hauler. I think what's great about this is as we go around it, you're going to see that this unit has a lot of high-end residential features. Toy hauler fifth wheels have become something that really anybody can own. They used to be just for people with dirt bikes or just for people with ATVs. Not anymore. We have a lot of customers that do antique shows, dog shows, all sorts of different events where they just want to bring along bigger items. This is a great way to go and not give up all those creature comforts that you might have with a regular fifth wheel. As we kind of move down the side of it here, you're going to notice it has frameless windows. Frameless windows are a feature that are on a lot of high-end fifth wheels or high-end diesel motorhomes. You're going to get that with the Keystone Impact Toy Hauler. Also notice the big speakers outside. So huge speakers for you to have music out here, enjoy time with your family or your friends. Lots of fun. The awning has a lighted LED power strip inside of it. Of course, it is an electric awning, so it's really nice when it's out and open at night. You get a lot of light out here. I don't want to forget to mention the tires, of course. Because it is a toy hauler, this is built so it can handle a lot of extra weight. These are G-rated tires. So the G-rated tires can handle double the weight of normal tires that are on most fifth wheel type products. This also has the Correct Track trailer alignment system, and what that does is it allows that if you ever go off-road and your axles become misaligned or any of the running gear becomes misaligned, it allows you to realign it without having to bring it someplace to replace an expensive item or expensive part. A lot of brands don't have that. Notice the 16-inch aluminum rims. That's a huge upgrade. That comes with it for our sale price. As we move down the side, notice it's got triple entry steps on both sides, so easy to get in and out. That's a big plus too, because a lot of fifth wheels will do just 2 steps and kind of gets hard to get in and out. They all have extra grab handles too on both doors. Keep moving down the side here, you're going to notice the power jacks. So again, this has got, I mentioned it up front, it's got power front and rear leveling jacks. This is a huge feature because, again, a lot of different brands, especially at a sale price, they're going to cheap out and they're going to put down ones you got to crank with your hand, not the Keystone Impact. You're going to have tons of features on this that all come with it for that sale price. While we're back here, I want Jeremy to get a good shot of our 8-foot ramp door. There's a couple real important features about this ramp door. Now, one, you're going to see the patio package on there, and we're going to set it up in a bit so you can see how that works. But what's real important about the ramp door is it is 8 foot. A lot of brands in this price are going to be a 7-foot ramp door. And what happens when you have a 7-foot ramp door, when you bring your products in and out, whether it's an ATV or even if you're just running in antiques or any types of things that you're running in, the ramp becomes a lot more steep. It's harder to climb, and that's what our competitors have. They all have that 7-foot ramp, and the Keystone Impact has an 8-foot ramp. But it's not just the 8-foot ramp that they have. If you get a shot underneath here, Jeremy, you're going to be able to see a great shot from this side up. You're going to be able to see where the floor actually angles back. So they actually take the floor and they start to angle it back or down. I don't know if you can get a good shot of that. It angles back or down, which then extends that 8-foot ramp another 2 feet. So you really have like 10 foot of a nice gradual slope, where all the other brands out there can have this, basically it's like a sheet of plywood, a 7-foot sheet of plywood that's a super steep ramp. It's hard to get in and out. With the Keystone Impact, you don't have to worry about that. As we go around the back too, get a good shot of the ramp. It is obviously coated with the automotive coating, non-slip, easy to get in and out. Right now you're seeing the patio package. We're going to set that up in a second to talk about kind of what that is. The patio package comes with it, and we're going to show you what that is, and it comes with it with that sale price. It's usually about a $1,000 upgrade. You're getting it free. Also a screen door, and again, we'll kind of show that in a minute. We'll come around the rest of the outside. Of course, it does come with the auxiliary ladder. A lot of brands in this price point, you got to pay extra to get a ladder to get on the roof. You don't need to do that with the Keystone Impact. This is one of my favorite features, the fuel station. We have all different types of things that we want to bring with us when we go out with a toy hauler. Again, it could be an ATV, it could be a snowmobile, it could be anything if you really think about it. I know landscapers that use toy haulers. I know people who go with their jet skis to go to the beach, but the bottom line is we all have a lot of toys sometimes that need fuel for one reason or another. This comes with a 30-gallon fuel station, independent 30-gallon fuel station. So a lot of different brands, you either have to pay extra for it or they have a 10-gallon fuel station. This is a 30-gallon independent fuel station. You fill it up here, you fill up all your toys, keeps you running no matter where you are. If you're in the desert, the beach, up in the mountains, wherever you want to go, you have that independent fuel station right here. That's an awesome, awesome feature. One of the things I want to point out too we talked about the axles and the running gear. These are 7,000-pound axles on the Keystone Impact. All the other brands are 6,000-pound axles. What that means is you're able to carry much more weight. So each axle can handle 7,000 pounds each. Our next closest competitor is just 6,000 pounds. So really you have 2,000 pounds more carrying capacity on this than any of our competitors. Why buy a unit that would have less carrying capacity? I don't know. With the Keystone Impact, you don't have to sacrifice that. Kind of walking around the rest of the exterior here, you can see it does come with the larger water heater. This is a 12-gallon hot water heater, folks. Most brands in this price point, 6-gallon hot water heater. This is double the size, 12-gallon water heater. That is absolutely amazing. It comes with 50-amp power cord. And again, here's your dock station, which has all your features and all your stuff right there to get to your water hookup. If you're going to winterize it any place, if you're cold, if you need to dump your tanks, all in one nice clean spot, easy to get to. As we walk inside the Keystone Impact toy hauler, this feels anything but a toy hauler. We're going to talk about a ton of great residential features inside, but one of the most exciting parts of it is the back storage room. This area is really just like a sunroom. You have so many great features of this. It's like a sunroom, a garage, all in one. And I'm going to try to fit them all in here as I kind of run through this. The first thing you see, obviously, is how big this room is. This is a 10-foot storage room. Again, most toy haulers in this price point are going to be 8 foot. This is 10 feet. You can fit a ton of stuff in here. Again, whether you're bringing ATVs or snowmobiles or just a bunch of beach stuff or dogs or antiques, you can fit everything right in here. Now, some of the technical features here, Jeremy, get a good shot of these D-rings. Folks, this has 40% more D-rings than the average toy hauler. Additionally, each one of these D-rings handles 5,000 pounds. So 5,000-pound pull test, and they're all welded directly to the frame. What's great about that is you may not use all the D-rings, but you know what? If you want to lock something down over in this position or something down over in that position, you're not limited. The other brands, they're going to have 4 D-rings out there. And now if you want to tie something down, you're kind of running straps and wires all across the place. You absolutely do not have to worry about that with the Impact. Mark, my brother wants to interrupt. Of course, he wants to tell me something.
Because he forgets things. But what type of expensive equipment would you be holding down with those 5,000-pound DVDs?
That's a great point, Mark. You think about the types of things that you need to hold down here. If you don't have the 5,000-pound capacity D-rings, or as many of them, think what could happen to that stuff. Nice Harley Davidson, ATVs, antiques. Right. We know a lot of our customers use the toy hauler for antiques. Right. If you can't tie the stuff down and it's not going to be secure, you're in trouble. And we don't have to worry about that with the Keystone Impact.
That's a very important feature. I know a lot of customers are real particular about their stuff they bring, so I'm glad that you pointed it out. Now, Don, I knew you were going to probably forget something here, but tell me about that heat in the garage area.
Mark brings up a great point.
A lot of
So
people don't use
let's
it.
get a shot of what he's talking about here. Heat in the back garage area. Not only does it have heat, but it also has AC. So the Keystone Impact has heat and AC both in the garage area, and it has extra ventilation. So that was great that Mark pointed that out there, because he thought I was going to forget it, which of course I would not, because I'm the older brother and I remember everything. So dual ACs on this as well. So dual ACs, there's 2 rooftop ACs. So this back garage area, or I like to call it the sunroom, basically has its own temperature controls, own temperature settings, and you can heat it or cool it, whatever you want back here. Again, I have 2 dogs, so a lot of times we take our dogs with us wherever we go, and you can leave your dogs back here. I mean, you have tons of ventilation, you got AC, it can be more comfortable here for them than it is in most people's houses. So it's great to have this room to have this much versatility. Again, in a little bit, we're going to talk about the patio package that's here, and we're going to talk about the actual sofa and bedding that comes down. This is on a power slide system. And again, folks, it comes with it all for that price that's online. It's absolutely amazing. And let's go ahead and head inside and talk more about some of the residential features. As you step through the patio door, you just see how much space the 311 Impact toy hauler has in it. There is so much space inside here. It's so great because when you're in here, you never think you're in a toy hauler fifth wheel. You actually think you're in a high-end residential fifth wheel, and you are, really. It just happens to be a high-end residential fifth wheel with the garage in the back. Notice the cabinetry. It's all solid wood cabinetry, hidden hinges, huge flat panel TV as well comes with it, and then, of course, the kitchen. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to call my brother Mark in to talk about what he does in the kitchen and tell us why the kitchen is so amazing.
I order food from right here.
That's great.
Now, Don, you forgot a couple of things here. See, the unique thing about that TV is that it's about 3 or 4 inches bigger than most other manufacturers. So I don't know if, I know Don, he's addicted to the TV. He just watches the TV.
I do. I am.
He's a news guy. He watches the news all the time. And so having the bigger TV is much better. Did you want me to do the kitchen area?
Sure, let's hear it. No, I want to hear what you have to say about the kitchen.
Okay. Jeremy, a lot of great things in the kitchen. The Impact by Fusion has more things or more details in the kitchen than almost any other manufacturer out there. One of my favorites is the fact that it has a stainless steel sink. A lot of them are fiberglass and they tend to crack and show the dirt and grime and stuff. It's got what they call a 60/40 sink. This is a huge sink, basically. You have a sprayer, so if you have big pots and pans, you can wash them. And it's just really easy to clean. You can clean it with Comet and that kind of stuff. And another neat thing, too, is it's recessed. This is a solid surface countertop, like a Corian countertop, and the sink is recessed. So really, really high-end feature. It just looks absolutely amazing. I think that really is going to help a lot for resale value. Don, what do you think?
I agree. You got to mention my favorite feature in the kitchen is right down here, actually. Point that one out. That's right there. That's
right. How could I forget that? That's the soda opener.
That's right. It's the soda opener.
The soda opener. Jeremy, I think this feature here in the kitchen is also really, really important. And Don, because Don needs to be educated on some of this stuff too, is that it's an 8 cubic foot refrigerator. It's a lot bigger than most manufacturers. Easiest way to explain that is it gives you an extra shelf. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves instead of 3, and that's actually standard with the Impact by Fusion. So 8 cubic foot refrigerator.
Mark, what's that big flag down there?
Made in the USA, Don. That's an excellent point. The Impact by Fusion, they really go out of their way to try to use as many components made in the United States as possible.
That's awesome. Are most manufacturers like that?
No, I don't think that most manufacturers really care a whole lot about that or put in the time and effort to kind of to research that stuff. But they do go out of their way and try to use the majority of their components are made here in the United States.
Wow.
Don, while we're in the kitchen area, is there something you could say about the slide, or don't you know about that?
I can. Mark, I know more about this product than you do, and we're going to show the viewers that. So, no, it's a 7-foot high interior height. So I'm actually 6'6", and no, okay. So yeah, I'm not 6'6", but this is 7-foot interior height. 7-foot interior height in the slide room. Most brands in this price range are actually going to be about 6'2" or 6 foot. So 7-foot interior height, tons of space inside here, feels really open. Also a super deep slide. And you might remember in the beginning of the video, I did talk about how this has extra insulation all the way around the slide, which gives you better climate control inside as well. LED lights, of course. Mark, what else did you want me to?
More of a residential feel with that. You know, it doesn't feel like a slide out. It's almost like the same height as the roof. So it's just kind of like it's just a natural transition into that slide room, and it's just absolutely amazing. I don't know if there's any other manufacturers that do it that high. You know,
no, there isn't anybody who built it that high. You're absolutely right. Let's move up towards the bedroom. Let's see what else is up here. As we move into the bedroom, I want to show a lot of features. First of all, folks, notice this is a bedroom slide. I didn't talk about the fact that this is a 2-slide toy hauler fifth wheel. This second slide is an entire wardrobe. Most fifth wheels in this price range are not going to have the wardrobe slide, not like this one. Also, there's a drawer down below. You have an entire nightstand over here near me. And notice again the high-end residential appointments. Most toy haulers have this, garage mechanic kind of look. You're not going to have that with the Keystone Impact. This unit is specially purchased by our company and specially designed with features that only we get on standard on all of our Impact 311 model fifth wheels that make it this special, we call the ELP, or everyday low price special. But we do run out of them. In fact, this particular one that we're standing in just came into the dealership where we're shooting these videos less than 24 hours ago, and they were sold out up until that point. So we're really glad to have it here and be able to show you folks. In fact, I'm going to ask my brother to maybe talk a little bit more about that and maybe some other features. Mark, what can you tell the viewers about our ELP units?
Yeah, I think, Don, one of the big things about the ELP units is that we kind of pick out the units that really are different than other manufacturers. Clearly, the Impact has a lot of differences. There's just differences everywhere. So we wanted to take the time to really show you guys, at home, what some of these differences are. It really is different. It can carry more. It can carry more things in the back. It has heavier duty axles. There's just so many cool little things about the Impact that just make it completely different. So if you're shopping for a toy hauler, it's important to consider some of these options. But Don, just to sum up the bedroom here, I mean, just up here alone, having that king bed is just outstanding. A queen bed is significant. It's not nearly as wide, so you want to have that homely feel. And
homey, not homely. You're homely. This is homey.
Right. Homey, as Don says, at homey feel. You have a king bed. So, Don, why don't you show us how big it is?
Sprawl right out there.
Don't be scared. Go right ahead.
All I'm going to say is that a king bed is great to have, and one of the things too, Mark, which you pointed out is not only is it so spacious, this is walk around, folks. In order to get a walk around bed, usually you got to go with a queen or a short queen in a lot of fifth wheels. This is a walk around king bed with storage above the top. And I know Mark and I both mentioned LED lights a couple times. Folks, these are all LED lights. LED is less heat and less energy it uses. So this bedroom is amazing for so many reasons. Larger bed, walk around, LED light, extra wardrobe storage in it, extra slide.
Don, just because this is important, I know one of the big things about the Impact is the fact that it has a lot of cool electronic features. It has LED lights in the awning outside, LED lights in the awning over the garage, which is awesome, by the way, and you missed that, by the way.
No, we're going to talk about that in a second.
But the TVs are bigger, and there's more of them. I know it's not a huge thing, but up front, I think you said you had a 40-inch screen TV, but you also get a bedroom TV. Does that actually come with it? Or
yes, it comes with it for our sale price.
Amazing. Awesome.
It is awesome. Mark, talk about the extra AC, too. That's a big deal.
The extra AC, especially down here in Florida, like right now, it's sweltering. But if we didn't have that air conditioner, it wouldn't be as comfortable. And I think one of the main advantages of the Impact is just it's a comfortable residential feel, and having that extra air conditioning kind of gives you that
homey feel.
Homey feel, yeah.
Well, and I think it's important, again, Mark, we just reiterate the fact that it comes with that, folks, with that price that you see online. It comes with it, all included, the second AC. So most of the times you're going to have to pay extra for most of the stuff that Mark's talking about. And frankly, all the other dealers that we compete against around the country, they don't have this stuff for this price. They can't get it because this is a special package that our company worked on to make sure we get the absolute best value for our customers. Let's talk more about the, let's go in the bathroom because there's a ton of space in there. We want to make sure we point out those features as well. So here we are in the bathroom. As I said in the other part of the video, I'm 6'6", and I'm not 6'6". I wish I was, but I'm not. But it is really still tall in here. It's really tall. Skylight, tons of room. It's really important to have a big shower because, frankly, when you get up in the morning or you come back from a run or jogging or exercise or out playing with your toys, you want to be able to come in here, shower off, not feel like you're stuck in like a cruise ship or anything like that. You have tons of space. This is a large shower, has a full ABS surround. Again, most brands in this price point, they're actually going to have Luan walls. This is full ABS fiberglass all the way around, so it's super easy to take care of, super easy to clean, and again, high-end residential features. This is stuff that you see in more high-end residential homes. This comes with it, with the Keystone Impact. Also, as we kind of get a shot in the bathroom here, notice this is a foot flush porcelain toilet. Again, folks, I need to compare this for you. Most toilets that are out there, and again, toilets aren't the most popular thing to talk about, but most toilets out there in the RV industry are hand flush and they're plastic. Plastic's super hard to clean. It's not very sanitary. The porcelain toilet is easier to clean, and it's a foot flush toilet. That's a big, big deal. Also notice tons of storage in here. Again, this particular model that we're in, this is one special model that we sell. You're going to save $10,000 to $20,000 on this model because of how we negotiate it with the manufacturer, with all the prices, with all the features. Tons of storage space. This is why we love this model. Tons of storage space inside of it. Huge sink. The vanity, it's a double vanity. So again, most units are going to have just one door in here, and this has got two, so that's a big plus. And a nice laundry area as well. I think we're going to go outside and take a look at the patio package now. So here we are on the back patio of the Keystone Impact 311. This thing is awesome. Mark, what do you think?
Amazing. I mean, it just like extends the, instead of having a 32 or 33 foot fifth wheel, now it's 40 feet.
It's really awesome. I mean, it's just so much space. So one of the things Mark was yelling at me for was, make sure the awning's out, make sure the awning's out. It's a $1,000 option. We're giving it away for free. Make sure you put the awning out. So folks, we're gonna go ahead and put the awning out so you can see what it's like. Josh, go ahead and press that button. All right, here it is, Jeremy. Get the awning for all the viewers at home.
Jeremy, I think one of the greatest things about this back area is just makes living so much more versatile. I mean, the toy haulers, like you had mentioned earlier, they're not really for people carrying, you know, you don't have to carry bikes or you don't have to be have a jet ski. This is more of like a living room area. Imagine, like, here we are, we're actually in a park right now. This feels absolutely awesome. This is really cool. Yeah. We have a whole deck back here. I'm not sure I'd ever leave.
No, I just want my flip-flops and my shorts and I'll be ready to go anywhere. You know, Mark, you're right. It's all this stuff that comes with it. I mean, $1,000 option for the awning, $1,000 patio package. It's all free. It's super important we mention that to customers. I mean, it's so cool. Tons of features in this thing. What's your favorite part about this?
One of it is the price. I can't believe what comes with it for the price, like you said. To have this huge, massive deck back here, I can only imagine what this is going to look like in the dark, like at night in your campsite.
With the lights?
With the lights, with the LED lights, and
the music going.
And drinks and all that stuff, and to have all these options for that price that we have it on special for is absolutely amazing. And I think the amount of fun and the quality of like just
experience, it's a whole experience, and that's the thing I think we're doing with the 311. We're giving that customer the experience, like you said, the extra TVs, the patio package, the awning, everything. Let's go inside, Jeremy, and let's look at a couple other features. So this is one of my favorite features because I have 2 daughters and everything about them is like bugs, bugs, bugs. Like if there's a fly around, they lose their minds. So I have to have this.
Kind of like you, actually.
Kind of like me. Maybe that's why they're afraid of bugs. But if I didn't have a screen door on it, they would absolutely lose their minds. Folks, it comes with it. It's normally an option with all the other dealers. I think it's so important, Mark and I keep talking about it. So it does come with the screen option. If you have kids like mine, you need to tell them you have it. You probably don't even need to use it, but it's awesome. It's there. And what's really cool is if you think about it, that can be down. And like you said, Mark, you could be kind of hanging out inside here, have the screen down, maybe watch TV, enjoy the air conditioning. I think it's a great feature.
It's an amazing feature, Don. And I think it just really just makes this whole back, what used to be a garage in a toy hauler, it's more of a living room now.
Mark, tell me about the power seats, because I know a lot of different brands use that manual type weird bunk
really the
setup.
best way to put it, Don, is that most brands don't give you the power seats. So this is, you have dual queen, it's a power, or I'm sorry, you have a power bed that you just hit a button, and I think we just, here, I can also just do it right now, right?
Yeah, so as you can see, the beds are totally awesome. Full power. That makes into basically 2 full queen beds inside the back. So you could fit, 4 more people up in there. And of course, it's leather furniture, makes into the table area. Awesome amount of sleeping. So that's super exciting. As we leave the garage area, I want to talk again about some of these residential appointments. Huge cabinets, solid wood cabinetry, tons of space, huge patio door. So as we walk inside, let's wrap up by reminding you of all the features that this comes with. Dual rooftop AC, G-rated tires, 7,000-pound axles, unbelievable residential interior, flat screen television in the main living area, flat screen TV in the bedroom, patio package, awning, extra tie downs in the back with 5,000-pound capacity each, residential furniture, they're all recliners, 7-foot interior height in the slide room, LED lights. Folks, this has got to be one of the best RVs ever made offered to the public. You're gonna save $15,000 to $20,000 just because of our sale price and all the package equipment this comes with. We'd love to see you soon down at any RV1 Superstores, or give us a call and we can help you out over the phone. Thanks and have a good day.